Papa, you found it. Can I have it back?
Ja. Whoa.
Be sure.
I must leave Siwa. There are others to whom I must deliver justice. Especially the one known as the Snake.
How will you find these men?
Aya has been tracking them in Alexandria. I must find her.
She said she would be visiting her cousin at the Great Library.
Great Library?
And she said that you are coming to tell you one word. Serapis.
Serapis? The god that Greeks and Egyptians share. Of course, I see.
And Bike, do something about that beard.
Goodbye, my friend.
shit! Layla, you need a refill on cyclosporin. Stat. Layla, wakey wakey. Don't make me come down there. Layla? Layla! Come on back. Layla, are you with me? Habibti.
I told you not to call me that.
Thing is, the fastest way to get your attention is to piss you off.
I'm paying attention.
Okay, you need to take a break. The Animus is rejecting you.
I'm fine.
Yes, but your kidneys aren't. Go add more cyclosporin before they shut down.
Yes, Nurse Geary.
That's Medical Officer Geary to you. So? How did it go?
My mods are holding. Subject's memories are perfectly clear. If this doesn't convince Abstergo to give me a place on the Animus Project, nothing will.
Amazing! Who do you have in there?
His name is Bayek of Siwa. The death of his son turned him into a killer.
Think you'd be of interest to Abstergo?
Don't start.
You know, they're not gonna be happy with how he handled this assignment.
They know I don't work by the book.
Well, this time you lit the book on fire and then stomped on it. Anyway, none of this will matter if you're comatose. Now go get that cyclosporin.
Got the cyclosporin.
2 cc should do it. Don't forget the alcohol wipe. I wish I was there to help.
You do a good job. So long, and thanks for all the fish, Berkeley. March 21st, 2006. The day Layla Hassan drops out of college. That's right, Professor Moore. I'm not finishing that Jane Eyre paper. I got a job, and I'm headed to Philly next week. This whole classroom thing, it's not for me. Mom and Dad are freaking out, but they'll accept it. I'll be working towards something real, making real money, and I'll be closer to home. Not that I'll visit any more often. Sophia promised there would always be a place for me at Abstergo, as long as I show them what I can do with a circuit board and a pair of pliers. Sure, I'll have to work my way up to a place on her special project, but that doesn't matter. It won't be long before she or her father, Mr. Alan Ricken, notices what I'm capable of and asks for my help on the Animus. I swear, I get more done reading the latest copy of Wired on the toilet than the rest of the guys do all day in the lab. I mean, the body band? Really? If people can't take a walk on their own, they aren't going to listen to a watch that tells them to do it either. This is all so pointless. I should just go back to... Wait. That's probably what the body band would tell me to do. What I should do is build something that will simultaneously blow people's minds and the doors off the Animus Project. Nothing at Abstergo Fitness is going to be big enough for that. I'm bored as hell. But there's nothing like boredom to stimulate creativity. Yep. I think the body band needs a little adjustment to its language processing program. The right decision always feels like home. My stuff's the same. My locker smells the same. It's like I never left. But I did. And I can never unlearn what I know now. How will it change my work at the Historical Research Division? Hard to say. All I know is that it will. Our Dom booked us a lunch. Nothing fancy. She wanted me to meet Deanna Geary, my new medical officer. She looks like she was born in the middle of a cornfield, but she seems okay. I can't believe she left homemade cookies on my desk. I don't know why I told her about getting stood up last weekend. I never talk about personal stuff at work. At least it seems like I can trust her. You need that to stay alive in the field. Too bad most of Abstergo's tactical units don't consider trust a priority. Aho, the portable Animus. No mention in the official credits, but all those emails, all those middle-of-the-night phone calls from Madrid, there's a lot of me in there. Sophia, if I'd known you just wanted to strip mine my brain and leave me in the dark, I never would have followed you. Go away! There's no candy here! Nothing in life is ever free. Ever. The Animus. I can tell. I know it wouldn't have worked without my advice. Just look how they did the heat sink, the VRMs, the high amperage rating by transistor. It was me who told them it would offset failure of the... What's this? Hello there, DNA reader module. Are you ringing my doorbell? Maybe there's some candy here after all. I've come to the conclusion that Sophia is shit at hiring staff. The entire Madrid facility. Ugh. How do they not see it? It would be so easy. You just have to parse the genetic memory input and work from smaller data pools. You could even process incomplete samples and still create a reliable model for high levels of synchronization. The reader module and the decryption software would need an update, but it's doable. Madrid's probably congratulating themselves just for getting this far. Meanwhile, I'm partying with some congealed veggie curry, 3 plasma screens, a disassembled Animus, and Raw Victoria's debut album on loop. Sahete. Dee will be mad when she sees how I use Milton's DNA, but what did she expect when she asked me for help? I needed someone's genetic profile to test the Animus, and, well, his was right there. All in the name of science. I like morning briefings. They're short, minimal nonsense, and they have free coffee. No downtime this week. They're putting me and Dee on a plane to Alexandria 2 days from now. I don't get why Hathaway's in such a rush. We're being deployed to extract an artifact. If it were a person of interest, the push would make more sense. A person could be halfway across the world in a couple of hours. But an artifact that's been sitting around for 2,000 years, it's not going anywhere. An artifact of high interest. Heard that before. It always ends up being some crappy pottery shard or half an old book. My Animus runs on DNA, not tableware. It'll be strange visiting Egypt for the first time since 2013. Back then I went looking for my roots and found trouble instead. It's good that Dee's coming. She always keeps me from doing anything too stupid. Turns out the artifact of high interest is also a person of interest. A mummy. And a golden opportunity. I've informed Dee of some changes I'm making to our assignment parameters. She acted mad, but I know she's eager to see my Animus field tested. Abstergo won't mind. Well, they would if they found out, but they won't. Hathaway's intel was a disaster. They have no idea what's going on with this extraction. Field tech is fun and all, but that's not why I left Berkeley. If the Animus lets me ride DNA this old, if the reader can model the missing codons and extrapolate the genetic memories that aren't mine, Sophia would lose her Abstergo. Abstergo will come to me on their hands and knees. My name will be right up there with Warren Vidick's. Ana Metakida Minda. Too bad the Madrid facility got blown up. But I bet they'll build a new one soon. This one will be in Philly, and its lead engineer will be Leila Hassan. never puts in enough snacks. One bar. No, half a bar. Going back in. This is so badass.
Be careful!
I must protect this great land. Alexandria is where the snake thrives, and Aya lives. I must find them both. Yamu. Home to my old friend Menehet. He will be in the temple. He always is. Whoa.
Nachte.
Whoa.
Please! My husband is in danger. Medjay, help me, I will pay you.
What do you need?
Last night, my dear husband Claudius took a boat out to see the ruins across the lake. He has not returned. None of these brutes honor a wife's pain. I beg you!
I will seek him out.
Do be quick. I will await you here.
Numes Neo Gideon? No more food from me!
And here is Claudius.
Did you? Crocodile can talk? Why are you so angry? Oh gods. I think I'm going to...
Claudius!
Hey, you! Hello?
Stay where you are! The crocodiles are dead. Now to speak to Claudius and find out why he came out here.
Why did you kill them? We had only just met.
Claudius, you are drunk.
Yes, that is me. And no, I am not. I had only 2 or 10 beers.
All right. Let's get you back to your wife.
I have a wife? Oh, Mother will be so pleased.
What was your reason for going out there, Claudius?
I was going... I don't really remember. I came from Alexandria for the festival. And some kind of person... Someone offered me to drink all night for free. Impossible to resist. What were we talking about?
How you got here?
Oh! Right, then I woke up here with those crocodile all around. Tell me.
There you are, my dear. I was worried about you.
Oh, my Dionysus. I remember. I went to the island because of her. She got me drunk, married me, told me I owed her a virginity tax. Whose virginity?
You can go. This is between me and my husband.
No, don't go. They'll kill me.
Show him what happens when you try to cheat a woman.
Please, help me.
Forget him. He's just an idiot Greek. They have taken enough. Yes, that is right. My brothers! You have slain my brothers! You were supposed to help me, not him!
Praise and thanks. You saved my life. And my purse.
In future, be careful when drinking with strangers.
I was so looking forward to surprising Mother with my new bride.
Has anyone seen my... Have you seen my Book of the Dead in your travels, Magi? I went all the way to Memphis to buy it.
No. How was it lost?
Bandits. They came from the dunes nearby. When the leader saw how I cared for the book, he wrenched it from me. I thought my heart would stop.
I can help. I do not fear them.
I have been praying for someone like you. That book will unite me with my wife's spirit.
There you are, Father. We are going home.
But this Magi is helping me.
Oh, yes? You are going to find his book? If by some miracle you do, thank you.
Did you hear where the bandits meant to go?
Oh, the leader told the others.
We live nearby.
I am not going home until I...
Ah, yeah, Heru.
The armature.
not to draw attention. Yeah. Here is the Book of the Dead. Becca will be pleased. Now to return the book to the old man.
Thought you could steal from me?
Is it stealing if you rob a thief?
I took it.
Here. Whoa. Yeah. I should look into this.
Work together! Clear the way! Hey! Cover my escape, brother! I'll kill you!
Whoa. Whoa. I should be cautious around here.
I see you! Die, you worm! You're dead! Dead! Wait a minute! One! Hey, hold on!
هم عنجو
حراهم أخذ وبنفهم يرد بعض
Bayek! What good fortune! I thought it would be years before we saw you again.
Hail in peace, Menahet. How is your family?
The children seem to grow larger by the minute. My wife and I have our hands full. And you? Is there any news of...
None.
I forget myself. There are so many things in your life best not spoken of. Forgive me.
I see by your garb that you have been promoted.
Ah, yes. The High Priest, in his grace, made me his second. And my rank is not the only thing he has changed. You must see the temple.
You will give me a tour?
Of course, of course. At the moment of your pleasure.
كمتي بهبنوتر بريهنت نعينو تفمت نقرة
يحنج حري.
Ready to see our beautiful temple?
After you, Menehet. Or is it servant of the goddess?
Menehet will do for one as good as family.
This is far from the sorry ruin of my last visit.
Yamu now plays constant host to ceremonies showing our rustic way of life. Oh, you are back. On with the tour. Which attract many visitors with more gold than sense.
A description well suited to Alexandrians. How does this sit with your faith?
I can...
Oh, vanquished by a gang of ruffians, huh? Silent as gifts.
Uncle Bayek! Uncle Bayek! Hello, Uncle.
Jewels of my life, why have you left your mother's side?
Pick me up, Uncle Bayek!
See now, there's no need to attack a man from behind. We're not numbering him 4-1, huh?
You taught us to secure every advantage possible over Attainer's foe.
Yes. And I am very dangerous! Hide well, for the wanderer stalks your path!
You found me. Your turn to hide.
Come away from there, Naila. Naila, are you following me?
Meet your end at the hands of the mighty gladiator
Naila, are you following me? Soris! Stay back!
Soris! You are supposed to hide!
Asina, you must come down from here.
This would be a good place to watch the stars.
Bedded?
Keba, what in the name of the gods are you doing down there? This way. Through the tunnel.
Thank you, Uncle Bayek.
That's the last of the children.
Look at this. Fraud abounds in your market. And you claim you can do nothing?
The dealings of the market are beyond me. Speak rather to the offending merchant.
Priest, you have proven as false as your mummies.
Menahet, your brood is delivered safely home.
Thank you, friend.
What did that fool want with you?
Some visitors, having purchased religious objects, are angry when our village has no more dead cats to sell them. Though not a merchant, I am often the means by which the aggrieved snuff their anger.
This matter needs a firm hand.
Nachte hiert en berg. Samu يحنج هري. بي.
هانتشرو.
همو افتهت
Hiayen?
ان كوكا نوب اره ان خبايه
خيم خطب نفار ورد.
همسة هر أو يس. جهاز. This looks like a child made it.
These cat mummies are false!
Greetings. I am...
You have come to the right place, Neb. We have everything you could possibly want.
What I want is to ask about false idols sold at the market.
I have heard rumors of such, but there is nothing to them. Now leave if you want to avoid trouble.
Tell me of the fake mummies being sold here.
I have no desire to be dragged into this.
Menahet sent me. Your silence is an insult to his holy office.
I wish to anger neither him nor the gods. We are forced to sell items of lesser quality, or see our stalls destroyed.
Who is behind this?
I can say no more now. Let us meet tonight, where the village turns to farmland.
This looks like a child made it. Move, now! Idiot, what are you playing at?
Here if we're innocent.
There's nothing here. Huh?
My friend, I am glad to see you have kept our appointment. Come, sit with me and share a drink of wine.
I do not have time for that.
It is a beautiful night. Let us enjoy the coolness of the air for a moment before turning to business.
Merchant, I am not here to take in the air. Who is behind the traffic of false icons?
Well, you see, it is no simple story. There are many involved in this terrible affair, but they would all tell you the same thing. Pity the trusting man, for he suffers great pain. Seek evil, and you will always find it.
Eat shit, Magi scum!
This one's a worthy fighter. I say...
Oi, tis Maisonos Afrosin.
A man who fights as well as you can perhaps afford to be trusting.
Talk, or you will meet the same fate as your friends.
That will not be necessary. Among the dunes, southeast of here, is the bandit camp where the fake mummies are made. I suppose you would go and destroy it now.
Better I smash the camp than your head. Destroying these forgeries will earn the favor of the gods. As Ra lives, what a disgrace. Whoa.
Nothing gets through.
Distract the enemy. I will push on.
Now is not the time to stand. In my range. Right there.
Distract the enemy. I will push on. Distract the enemy. I will push on.
You will pay, Court.
You are dead.
Die, Graf!
place is heavily guarded.
Hey, wait! Bring him down! You're finished!
Hey now! Menehet will rest easy, now that this is done.
Ah, here you are.
How can I ease the burdens of an old friend?
Tonight, we will stage a grand spectacle. Our goddess Sekhmet defends the people against Isfet's chaos.
But Pamu, our champion, is nowhere to be found. The High Priest will judge me responsible for his absence.
I'll have a look.
Sekhmet bless you. His home is near the market, but check the tavern first.
It pains me to ask you for a further favor.
Pamu does like a drink now and again.
This must be Pamu. Ugh. The man stinks of beer.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying to get him to leave for hours.
Sucha! We're innocent.
Menahet.
That is Pamu! What has happened to him?
His passion for toasting Sekhmet has exceeded his head for drink.
This is a disaster! People have come from the Red Land and the Black to see him fight.
If a fight is all that is needed, I could replace him.
Of course, Magi. You honor yourself in saving me from disgrace. Speak to the High Priest in the temple courtyard. He will take care of the rest.
Your Holiness, I am here to fight for Sekhmet.
You're not Pamu. He was meant to play Sekhmet.
Pamu is ill. He is recovering at the temple.
Fine. Follow me.
Though this is a friendly bout, you must stay vigilant.
Do not fear. Sekhmet will receive a fine tribute.
We give thanks for your presence on this sacred night. We invite your witness on the solemnity of our customs. We unveil to you a ritual that has guarded us for century upon century. May
For about
every
5
eye
years,
look
really.
upon the warrior for whom the two skies open. Sekhmet, lady. Should malice cling too strongly to your hearts, Isfet, the evil one, shall smite the goddess. And condemn Yamu, to 100 seasons of darkness. But should your hearts be pure, the goddess shall favor us, shielding us from the obscurity of chaos. Let the battle begin!
I watched him fight a wild beast.
Since a time unknown, Sekhmet the lioness has shielded us from Isfet's greed. Isfet was once husband to Ma'at,
which one is Sekhmet,
goddess
and which one
of
is
order.
Isfet?
Tampering with her scales of judgment, he grew fat on the souls of mortals. Ma'at cast him out of the hall of justice. In his hunger, he returned. But Sekhmet knew his heart and guarded the door against him.
Sekhmet! Chase
Their
away our bad
battle
luck!
lasted 20 days and nights before Sekhmet subdued the Lord of Chaos. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arms. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm.
Sekhmet, grant us to live!
His weapon is bathed in Sekhmet's fire. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness.
Her fighter comes through.
Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. The lioness's fangs will cleave the darkness. Sekhmet's might enlivened your arm. The warrior of Sekhmet beats back chaos. Look, his weapon is bathed in Sekhmet.
I could swear you were the Blood Eater herself.
Ah. Oh, the priest's recounting of the battle between the goddess and Isfet was new to me.
It is a tale of his own invention. You will not hear it outside Yamu. Would that you'd agree to stay with us longer. But I know that greater duties call you.
I'll say goodbye to the children before I leave.
Do so. They'll miss you. You are always welcome in Yamu, whenever your journeys bring you to our gnome.
Keep the mask and staff of the...
سمعة شعات هي
حاسب وعسو نسيت حرب
Medjai, great warrior, come. I sell you what you want. You need it, I have it. If I don't have it, you don't need it. Redda has your back in these desolate lands.
You are but a boy. How did you come by such fine treasure?
Plucked from the ancient lands of the desert, the sunken vessels of the Nile, refined by handmaidens of the gods. Weaponry forged in Nubian mines, Persian jewels, and Assyrian treasures. I have it all.
I see. You are well-traveled for such a young man.
Old wisdom, Neb. I have acquired from long nights in the desert with my camel.
I will see what you have.
Come, look around. If you want good Neb, I have other jobs too.
Whoa. Has your father left us?
His good life is over. He was too weak to live till you return.
May he be conducted in peace.
He was in despair that his cow would not join my mother's.
Where is his body? It is not too late.
You are a blessing from the gods. He receives the rites in the small temple.
Strange to see bodies left out like this. The embalmer must know more. It is a shame to see 3 dead left neglected. What happened?
They were just brought here, Magi. A family struck down by the sword. Only the daughter, Ira, survived. She carried them here one by one. Poor girl. All by herself now. A tragic story.
Tragic indeed. Where is she now?
You can find her on the abandoned date farm near the road where her family died.
This Iras sounds like a woman worth meeting. Old man, your book. May it guide you to your wife's side. Whoa. Soldiers. They must be looking for Iras. Best lay low.
Let's find that girl!
Best lay low. And hope she does too.
And now, not going anywhere. Trouble here.
She's in you well. I pray none of the soldiers heard that.
Hail in peace, Iras. All I want is to speak with you.
The last man to say so. Murdered my family.
I've come to help you, Iras.
How do you come to know my name?
A priest told me of you.
Ah. My kin have owned this land for centuries, but left it barren until now. A soldier came to us, saying his master held a deed of sale. My father refused to concede the property. Then, well, the rest is as you know it.
What will you do?
The farm is my birthright. I will work it as long as I can.
I can ensure you are not harassed by soldiers.
You may try. The villa they spoke of lies northwest of here, on the road to Alexandria. If you fail, tell the world I died preserving my family's legacy!
Whoa. Huh? I did not imagine it.
Huh? That's strange.
Need to get you in the ground.
Hey now! Oh!
A letter on fine papyrus. Sophronios. Yet another man made butcher for the sake of wealth.
Damn you!
Hang on. Something odd is going on. Hey, what?
Where are you? Where?
Whoa.
The gods help me. I am coming for you, Aya.
Whoa.
Εδώ μου παραγίγνεσαι τάχα.
Τι συμβάνεσαι.
Ο Ήβα και δεν έσαι.
Hang on. Keep the threat on the outside. Must get clear. Stop any pursuit.
Get out of my way!
Must get clear. Stop any pursuit.
Finished. Protect the Kyria now!
Πώς λέγον για να επενδύσουν του τίδανος σάτυρο που σημείωσε. Είναι αυτό να φωνήσαστε.
Αδαΐσισι! Γνώση εδάφη!
Τι πράττει! Θείου εδώ δι μου παραγίγνεστε τάχα.
should be mine by now. What is behind it?
Και στη διάβολε, έβαλες τον δάχτυλό σου στα έδαμα. Με καταστράφημεν. Δεν μείναμε πλέον. Κύριος που άφησε βασανίζεστε.
Εσύ, πού φόρο είστε. Ακουημέ. Μαν ιέγαν τάραξε.
Hey, wait, stay with time has paid.
A pitiful end to a pitiful existence. I will tell Iras of this, if I see her again.
Σοφρόνες τι υποχώρη μηνύστε. Ακουάστε. Καταράχτε. Κατόσκοπος είναι.
Η λυθιώτης ανθρώπων
Ουδε
έχει
πόποτε
πέρασει.
ώρα κάτι αυτή να
Ακού... Γαρμή! Σήμαντε δουνε! Απάντηση! Κυρίων μένειν σε.
Κεραυναίων δια, θείον τούτου έστι.
Μανία να καντάραξαν.
Τι συμβάντερες! Λέξον! Λέξον!
Οή! Ακευμένο! Απαπέφυλοι! Διούν οράζεις!
Out of my way! Now, you shits!
Serapis. The snake will get his answer.
Πολύ βακευμένο μου έσχεται.
I wrote this.
Will I find Aya among all these endless scrolls?
Βακέχμενο. Νούνε σχέδε. Αυτό γάμου διάτια.
Το θηρίον εμένησε. Είτε.
Αχ, Χριστιάς κάναμε δύο υπερβαχτιάσα.
Θεοί της δοκή είναι. Ποσειδώνα.
All right. Serapis. Now what? Where is Aya?
Ah, Serapis. I wrote a tragic comic pastoral epic centered on him.
Ah.
You're by, I guess. Aya's eager to see you.
She said.
Quickly, follow me. I am sorry, my good fellow. You appear to be drunk. This library is for serious scholars only. She is in hiding.
Who are you?
Ah, interested in Homeric verse, eh? This way, please. I am Aya's cousin, Phanos.
Ah, yes, Phanos. Nice to meet you in person. Tell me what is happening with Aya. Why are you being so discreet?
Gennadios sent his men on a house-to-house search. Often they drag people into the street and torture them for information. Typical of the system we live under.
Gennadios.
A monster. The Phylakitae of Alexandria. He is ravaging the city to find her.
And where is she now?
I have a very powerful friend, Apollodorus. No doubt you have heard of him.
I have not.
You will. In any case, he made a hiding place available to Aya after she ran into trouble.
But what happened? You do not answer me.
It is a mess of political intrigue. She will explain all, fear not.
Look! There's Phanos! He thinks he's a poet!
The modern Sophocles.
This is as far as I go. The way to Aya is found in the monument ahead.
Right there. Have a little faith.
I missed you.
Never again should we spend months apart. We only have each other. Without him, what?
Let us be together. Us two. Each to each.
I have news.
You are scarred by justice.
I bludgeoned Medunamun with this.
I hate that we have to do these things. But I am grateful that you did.
If I am honest, I took pleasure in it. I've missed your touch.
I have missed touching you. I killed as well. Actaeon. I hunted him down and discovered a mask in his room. When he returned, I forced him to wear it. Then I thrust this knife through his eye slits.
Aya.
But I was careless. Another of the masked ones tracked me to my home. It was even more difficult.
We have one more. Then, we will be done.
Look at this. I took it from Actaeon. Apollodorus tells me it is a papyrus from the Royal Council, which means the snake is in Ptolemy's court.
How does this Apollodorus know these things?
He has informants everywhere, because of his work with Cleopatra.
But Cleopatra? She's been declared a criminal.
By her treacherous brother, yes. She plans to take back the throne. She wants the snake dead as much as we do. And she trusts me. She gave me this to slit his throat. It's an ancient blade that killed the tyrant Xerxes. A weapon of justice.
Ingenious. Ah. I will go to the palace and discover who uses the seal of the snake. And I will use this.
You'll find plenty of information in the Royal Scribe's office. He spends his time at the bathhouse. Go search the palace while he's away.
And you?
I cannot leave here as long as Gennadios walks the streets. He is determined to kill me.
In addition to the snake, I will see what I can learn of this Gennadios and silence him.
Discover who the snake is and show him the face of death. I'll meet you at the Paneo when you have killed both the snake and Gennadios.
My heart aches until I see you again.
As does mine, my love.